गतकाली गोटे वीडियो करी से वीडियो कही जे कौ सब पॉइंट अनुजाई स्टेट विन कर आज हूँ से टॉपिक रो पार्ट 2 तार माने हूँ आज मु कहबी कौ सब पॉइंट वाइज डिस्ट्रिक्ट विन कर डिस्ट्रिक्ट विन करने एत गुड़े पॉइंट अच्छे जे वीडियो सर बेलू पखापाखि 10 मिनिट नुहे 20 मिनिट भी हो पारे तेणु वीडियो को फुल देखु तापर कमेंट करेंगे फास्ट चलतु से पॉइंट को शुणीदेवा एवं तापर मुझे पॉइंट को एक्सप्लेन करी
Get at page 85.
There is only one thing which is lacking in this,
I'm grateful.
that the merit list shall be prepared on the basis of test held under 8.2.
My lord, 8.3 does not say that, but 8.2 says that.
8 point says that there shall be a test.
I'm grateful.
But what should be the criteria
Yes.
for preparation of merit list?
Correct.
That is not there.
I bow down, my lords. But
जो मैंने शुणिल बा समस्ते शुणिल जे चीफ जस्टिस निजे मत कहते जे 8.2 जिते बड़े आर्ग होता स्टेट पार्टी एडवोकेट माने 8.2 को एमती जाबड़ी धरिक कहते जे सिलेक्शनटा से बोली एवं मेरिट लिस्टा से बाहर बोली किंतु जज कहले जे बा चीफ जस्टिस कहले जे 8.2 नोट फॉर मेरिट लिस्ट केवल सेटा हूँ कौन केवल एग्जाम करने एवं बा मार्क सिक्योर करने तो यहाँ गोटे पॉइंट जहाद्वारा कि मेरिट हेब ना यहाँ डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज सिलेक्शन नहीं पारे एवं चलतु सेकेंड पॉइंट को शुणीदेवा
No, that is not the question.
yes, my lord. I'm grateful.
Advocate General, the question is,
Yes, my lord.
there can be two types of selection.
Correct. No
One
difficulty.
district wise and the other combined. So if in the advertisement it is mentioned that the selection shall be district wise,
Yes, ma'am.
so if the candidates are to apply against a particular district, or then probably the judgment may be correct that because he had applied against that district, so his merit is to be considered against that district only.
जो मैंने शुणिल बा समस्ते शुणिल जे चीफ जस्टिस महोदय निजे कहते जदि रिजोल्यूशन रे लिखाई जे डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज सिलेक्शन हेबो एवं से मानकु चूज करने कह जाइथिला जे को डिस्ट्रिक्ट के तुम जॉइन करने पसंद करुछ फास्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट को जॉइन करतु तेणु सेमतिया डिस्ट्रिक्ट जेहेतु गोटे प्रिफर दि जाइथिला तेणु एटा सिंगल बेंच रे जो जजमेंट देइथिले सेटा मध्य ठीक हो पारे ए जिनसटा चीफ जस्टिस मध्य कहते तेणु एटा भी गोटे पॉइंट जहाद्वारा कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट विन करी पारे तेणु चलतु नेक्स्ट पॉइंट रे कौन कहूँ शुणीदेवा
Somebody with a higher mark is going out and somebody with a lower mark is getting in. Let me read further.
No, this can happen.
Yes, my lord.
This can happen if you have one combined selection.
For one district.
No, for all the districts.
Correct.
You have combined selection.
Yes, my lord.
But in the advertisement,
Yes,
you
sir.
point out
Yes, my lord.
that you can apply against this district.
Correct.
One can apply against this district.
Yes.
Then the selection process for that district is confined to one selection process.
Correct.
Though your selection process
Correct.
is combined.
Correct.
So this can happen.
Yes.
एडवोकेट मैंने कहते जे गोटे लो मार्क रखुवा पिला जदि गोटे चाकरी पाउछि गोटे डिस्ट्रिक्ट ताले गोटे मेरिट पिला कटि जाउछि एटा ठीक नुह बोले से माने कहते किंतु चीफ जस्टिस ताको क्लियर बा क्लारिफाई तो करी ताको बुझाई देला जे जदि गोटे एग्जाम स्टेट रे हो जाए आउ सिलेक्शन डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज हो जाए ताहले मेरिट लिस्ट बा कटअफ मध्य कम बेसी प्रत्येक डिस्ट्रिक्ट हो पारे बोली ताको बुझाई देले समस्ते शुणिल एवं से जिनस मुझे कहले चलतु ताहले एबे नेक्स्ट देखीदेवा जज आम चिंतामणि सार को कौन कहते
You have a very difficult task for the reason that you have been under attack by the learned Advocate General and senior advocates and certain observations also from the court.
जज कौन कहले सौम्य सार को एटा समस्ते शुणीदेल तेणु बहुत कठिन हो जज को एवं एडवोकेट को बुझेबा सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस को तेणु मु ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିବି ଏ ସିଲେକ୍ସନ୍ ପ୍ରୋସେସ୍ଟିକୁ ସମୀର ସାର୍ ଚିଫ୍ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ୍ଙ୍କୁ କେମିତି ବୁଝାଉଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟାକୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ମିଶି ଫୁଲ୍ ଶୁଣିବା ଏବଂ ମନ ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦେଇକରି ସମସ୍ତେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଏବଂ ଶୁଣି ସାରିଲା ପରେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବେ এটা ডিস্ট্রিক্ট সিলেকশন ହେବ ନା ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ସିଲେକ୍ସନ୍ ହେବ।
Page 70 selection procedure has different phases. My response submission is this at the outset. What are the stages? After stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, like this, my lord, they're categorized. It is the government resolution. And the authorities are to act accordingly. So now, my lord, what is stage 1? Application intending candidates have applied for. Those who are found eligible, a list is to be prepared. My lord, kindly see stage 1. What is 8.1? Public place 78, my lord, I'm reading. Yes. 8.1. Publication of master list. After expiry of last date of submission of online application form, comma, list of candidates for each category with respect to their first preferred district as submitted by them at the time of submission of application form will be published in OSEPA website, full stop. After these applications were submitted by different candidates, so what the first stage says, after the applications are received, the OSEPA is to categorize the candidates on the basis of their first preferred district. At that point of time, there is no examination, ma'am. This is the first stage. I'll be slow again. I'll repeat again. After expiry of the last date of submission of online application form, list of candidates for each category with respect of their first preferred district as submitted by them at the first submission of application form will be published by the OSEPA in a website. A list of first preference candidate of each 30 district has to be published. And
You are reading which clause?
clause 8.1, man. Page 78.
Oh, read it again.
Mine.
78.
After publication of master list, man. That is called master list.
Yes.
After expiry of last date of submission of online application form, comma, list of candidates for each category with respect to their first preferred district as submitted by them at the time of submission of application form will be published in OSEPA website. The next sentence says, information on subsequent preference district of each candidate will also be available in OSEPA website on search. That is on search. But the thing is to be done by the authority. On receipt of the application form, they will segregate the first preference district of each candidate because there are 30 districts. Each candidate is bound to give 30 preferences, 1, 2 to 30. So suppose a candidate has given, first is Nabarangpur, let us say. All the candidates, from amongst all the candidates, whatever the application come, they will choose the first preference district so far Nabarangpur is concerned.
So therefore, we had given you this example that if there are 30 persons who apply for, say, a district Kalahandi, they give first preference. There are 30 posts and only 30 give first preference. Then those 30 are to be selected.
That is the scheme. The next stage, my lord, we'll get our answer also. My answer is definitely, my lord, because what is there in the mode of selection,
Yes.
I will say yes. That can be, my lord. Kindly see. So now, my lord, what happened at the first stage, before the examination was, I'm just repeating, my lord, I'm sorry. Before the examination, on receipt of the application.
Yes, we have understood your submission.
Obligement, much. So now the next stage is after segregation of first preference candidates. Now, 8.2, online computer-based test. This is a central test. An online computer-based test will be conducted by OSEPA, an authorized agency, as per the syllabus contained in the advertisement to be published before the recruitment. So there will be a central selection for all the candidates. Unlike OPSC, unlike EPSC, all the selection will be made in one place. So selection was made. So next, after the selection is over, my lord, first is the list, thereafter master list, thereafter the examination. The examination thereafter 8.3. Now our bone of contention is 8.3, man. District-wise and categorized draft merit list. Now I will read it along with 8.1. 8.1, my lord, already there is a first preference district list with them. So now the examination is over. Now the marks are treated into the first preference marks. So now, my lord, what is the procedure? District-wise and categorized draft list, merit list, will be published in OSEPA website. Full stop. Draft merit list will be prepared. Now probably this is the answer. Draft merit list will be prepared, taking into the consideration all district preference submitted by the individual candidate in order of preference, followed by merit rank. That is, for a particular district, after exhausting all candidates having first preferences, subsequent preference will be considered. In case of a tie, so and so. Now, my lord, we'll stop it here first, my lord. What does it say, my lord? As my understanding, subject to my lord's approval, the OSEPA website, after getting the marks, put it to the list prepared on master list under 8.1. Because after 8.1, my lord, now they have a list. Suppose currently 30%.
Yes, sir.
So marks will be fitted to them. And thereafter, there will be a descending order of mark because the person who has secured higher mark will be number 1. So likewise, my lord, it will be descended. So accordingly, they have says preference will be followed with the merit. It doesn't say merit will follow with the preference. Had it been so, my lord, I have no case. So now you have the list, you have the marks, put into that in accordance to their marks and get the final list. Then what to do is, for a particular district, thereafter the first important, after exhausting all candidates having first preference, subsequent preference will be given. At the first instance, though I have applied for 30 districts, if all the candidates, as per the vacancy position in different 30 districts, are exhausted, then there is no question of second, third, or 30th preference. If 30% applied for
other district merit candidates cannot also
come to this man.
travel into this.
Other districts. If they have opted for, if that is my lord final, as per the scheme of mode of selection, if I am directed to submit a preference and on my own volition I have preferred Cuttack, but I have secured good mark or bad mark, then Kalhandi. Even if less percentage mark, person securing less mark than me has been now observed in Kalhandi, I could not march into that place because I have not preferred it. That is the scheme. And it is none of the parties' case. Nobody is challenging this procedure. Nobody is questioning this. Neither now those are saying that we have secured very good marks. They are not questioning that. Had it been a case that yes, this rule 8.3 has been challenged, merit is to prefer over the preferences, the case, what is argued before minority is understood. But here is a case, the procedure is codified and it is done by the government. So now the state cannot come and say that no, it is wrong. A merit is to prefer over. So that is why, my lord, it is said after exhausting. So now, first of all, this 8.3 has to prepare as per the list. And the tie and all these things, my lord, that is there. So if they are getting it list at this juncture, my lord, thereafter, my lord, 8.4. The next day, after this exhaustion and all these things.
लास्ट रे जदि समस्ते शुणी सारी ताले एटा डिस्ट्रिक्ट सिलेक्शन ना स्टेट सिलेक्शन हेबो समस्ते जानि सारी तेणु मु लास्ट बेसी किछि कहबिनी जदि भिडियोटी बा मो एनालिसिस भिडियोटी इनफॉर्मेटिव लगी ताले वीडियो को गोटे लाइक देबे आ जदि मो चैनल सहित जोड़ी हेबा पन चाहथिबे ताले चैनल को टिके सब्सक्राइब कर देबे आ जदि फर्स्ट पार्ट काहेकि स्टेट विन करिवो से भिडियोटी देखि नाथि ताले मु डिस्क्रिप्शन रे लिंक दे दोछि सेठु जाई कि देखि देबे।